Well, that started off wonderfully. I just recorded a intro to the workout and the sound didn't work. I was trying to get used to these microphones that I just bought. I hadn't got a really big chance to use them yet. I've been playing with them a little bit. And I guess this is the way it goes. Everything's got a learning curve. So right now I'm doing about 10 minutes of cardio, getting the blood pumping. I'm gonna slow it down just a little bit. For shoulders, and I do that when I'm cutting because it just seems like it burns more calories throughout the whole workout when I do it that way. So, and I don't seem to really lose a lot of strength as long as I keep the intensity somewhat low. So, whew, I get out of breath the first minute or two, and then I fall into a little rhythm, and it's good. But, all right, I'll get back at you when we start the workout. All right, done with cardio, 10 minutes, Stairmaster, 7 miles an hour, or 7, whatever this level 7 is on that. It's like, ends up being like 56 steps a minute. A little bit out of breath, a little bit of sweat, and it's good. So today, got my handy dandy notebook. Doing some shoulders, and it looks like start with lateral raises, front raises, and I do 4 sets of everything, like maybe a warm-up set and then more like working sets. But I typically go light on shoulders anyway. I'm more of like a blood flow drop set kind of guy myself. Lateral raises, front raises, rear delt flies, lateral to front raises. It's like nice little side to front motion I like. Really burns. I use lighter weight on that. And we got a shoulder press in there. I've had some shoulder pain in my left shoulder. We'll see how the shoulder feels. Seeing if I'll do that. Upright rows, same thing. Let's see how the shoulder feels. And then some reverse cable flies, which I will definitely get. Those are some of my favorites as well. But honestly, I lean on those first 3 exercises quite a bit for volume. And if I need to do them over and over, you know, just to get a better pump in, I will. I'm not afraid to throw in more sets just to get the blood flowing with those. So play it a little fast and loose with that. But all right, let's get going. All right, got lateral raises first. I'm going to start with 15s, go down to 10s, and then I kind of drop set it and see how well that works. I don't really like to go super heavy with this, so maybe we'll go heavier next time. I don't know, who knows. But definitely just a warm-up weight. I like to start in the front right here. There's 15. Let's drop it down to the 10s. All righty. All right. With the lighter weight, I'll probably get a second, or sorry, like another drop set in. So another 10 right here. Maybe next time we'll go 20, 15, 15, see how that works. There we go. Yeah, definitely got everything warmed up. I used to superset a lot of this, and sometimes I still may. I just I kind of feel like I get a little bit better of a lift if I get a little bit of rest in here. I used to do like a triple set of a front delt, lateral movement, rear delt kind of thing. But like I said, I feel better just going straight through with these sets now. So I got 4 sets of these. So let's see how this second set goes. The second one I'm probably gonna go, like I said, 20, 15. I'm gonna try to do the third one at 15. If I'm gassed, I'll go 10. And we'll see how it goes from there. Every day's a little different with these shoulders. So there we go. All right. Those down. Let's grab these 15s. All right. Let's get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, that was 12. I'll just wait for just a second. I forgot to start the workout. Got to do it over again now. All right. Woo! Already getting out of breath on shoulders of all things. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's another 12 right there. All right. Let's try to go to 30s and then maybe down to 20s for the third set. How about that? Whew. 30s down to 20s. It'll be good. How many times you started your workout and you didn't realize you started it on your watch? You're already like halfway through the workout. What did people do before these things were invented, you know? So it's annoying, but it doesn't really matter. You still put the work in. Just get a little number. You gamify it, you know? So I wonder if it helps or if it does more just to get in the way, you know, of focus, right? Same thing with music. Does music help you or does it focus? I think I might have jumped a little high on this one. All right, let's see if I got it. There we go. Whoo! Got that one. Yep. All right, let's go down to let's see the 20. Let's do the 25s. Let's try the 25s. 25, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whoo! Let me give that a second, try 10 more of those. I'm tempted to go to the 20s, but I'm gonna try to push it a little bit. Okay, let's get it. Yeah, I think I'll hit that. So that was my third set. I think I'm gonna hit that again. I think I'm gonna hit it again. Hit the 30, 25 combo was good. Whew. All right, I'm gonna take this off and get the hoodie going. See if that, there we go. Shoulders are definitely my least favorite day. I mean, they're kind of my favorite. Sorry. Ooh. Did I turn this thing off? They still hear me? Yeah. Okay. Shoulders are definitely one of my least favorite days. Because I've always had weak shoulders. So, or I've had pain in my shoulders. Something. It's always been something. Right now, my left shoulder's giving me some issue. So I'm just trying to listen to it. Stay away from the stuff that hurts. Make sure plenty of rotation, exercises, and stuff like that. All right, let's go for this fourth one. Here we go. Whoo! 15. All right, here we go. Let's go for 10. Oh, yeah. All right. Just enough time to let that lactic acid go away just a little bit, dissipate, and then jump back into it. Oh, all right. That was good. Oh, God. Whew. That wins you a little bit. It's weird because shoulders are such a small muscle group. You know, you don't really expect to get winded. But clearly, my cardio needs a little work. Oh. Okay. Now we got these front raises to deal with. Oh. See if I can find a better angle. Let's see here. Come on over here. There we go. That's pretty good. Maybe right here, something like that. I gotta see that flag in the back. There you go. All right. So we'll be. There's a seam in the mirror right here that I cannot stand. If you're standing in front of that thing, it cuts you in half, and it's awful. All right, here we go. It's very distracting. I don't want to stand that close to the weight rack. Even whenever the gym's empty, I have a thing against working right up on the bench. If you're ever working at a gym or working out at a gym, and you're tempted to do any exercise right in front of the rack, don't do it. You know, you just get in the way of other people trying to get to their stuff. It doesn't take that much work to take 3 or 4 steps back behind the bench area and do the same exercise. We're here to do work, and it amazes me at how many people manage to be lazy with their work, you know? Like you go to the gym to put in the work and you find a way to be lazy with it. Let me look at the weights I'm supposed to be doing. So I always keep like I said, I keep a notebook right there. So this one's not very filled out. The other side's got more pages to it. I try to stay organized. And it's not for growth at this point. I do like to keep track. It's just a habit at this point. But front raises, 30. Okay, 30 and 20. Okay, again, 30 and 20. It's just that, like, sometimes halfway through the workout, depending on what it is, I get tired. I don't want to finish it. Maybe I'll skip out on that last exercise. But if I have a list that's written down and I want to fill it out, I'm less tempted to cut off at that last one, you know? So, all right, let's try these 30s. Let's see what happens. All right, see if I can get in the frame. Here we go. I'll back up a little bit. Here we go. Man, I'm right in front of that seam I was just telling you about, too. All right. 3. Now for this one, I only do one drop set. So I go from the 30s to the 20s. I might go down because that was some pretty hefty material right there. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 12 out of that one. Whew. That was good. It is weird how easy it is to get used to talking to a camera. This thing is bothering me so much. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna slide this down a little bit. Let's try about right here. That'll give me a different spot. Roll these weights over. My rest periods, I don't pay the most attention to. It's not absolutely essential, but my rule is, as long as you keep your phone out of your hand, generally speaking, you'll be good. Alrighty, ready to do it again. Okay. All right. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. These 15, these 20 suck. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, all right. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yep. The least favorite part about shoulders is whenever you, I haven't reached that point yet, but whenever your shoulders get so tired and burning, you just don't know where to put your arms. Just the weight of your arms pulling on your shoulders kind of kills it. Oh man, I'm way more winded than I should be right now. Whew. I think I'm gonna do one more set with the 30s, the 20s, and I might cut down to 25. 25, 20, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, let's get it. 'Oh, that sucks. Three more, come on. Not bad for what, 15, 16 minutes in. Third set. We're gonna get into the fourth. I think I'm just gonna keep the weight. I might go a few less reps. I don't know. but I'm gonna get it. Need to work on these shoulders anyway. I've been lagging behind everything else. All right. Here we go, here we go. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. All right, 12 that time. Let's go for these bad boys, shake it out a little bit. All right, let's see if I can get another 12, huh? Another 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Whew. There we go. Whew. All right. And in case you're wondering, I typically write down all the weights after the fact. I kind of just keep them up in my head. It slows me down a lot just to have to write all that down. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go 32.5 pounds, which fortunately at this gym we do have those increments. The way they're split up here, let's see if I can show you. All the smaller weights have the 2.5 pound increments, which is wonderful, all the way up to 27. And then we jump to the 30s, and once the 30s they go 5 pound increments from there. I'm gonna bring the camera back here a little bit, something like that. These I like to get out in the middle of the floor. Where am I gonna be here? That looks good. So, all right, what did I say, 27, 22 and a half. 22 and a half. We're gonna do that, see how it goes. I'm gonna try to go higher volume, maybe 15 to 20. For these, no drop sets for this, just regular sets, which is gonna be a relief for me. So let's see how it goes. All right. All right, here we go. Nice and bent over. There we go. All right, I'm gonna go up to the 25s. Yeah, I do bounce around from this gym where I work and another gym in town. And you know, obviously the dumbbells are gonna be somewhat the same, but the increments are a little different. I think they do have a 32 and a half. It's strange because theirs go 5, 10, 15, 20, and then in the middle range from like 20 something, I don't know, the 20s up to the 40s, I think, have the 2.5 pound increments. Maybe it's because the people at the other gym typically lift a little. This gym right here, the demographic tends to be a little bit older, so the average weight lifted on the dumbbells is a little bit smaller. Although I do have to show you, for that to be the case, we got these bad boys over here. Let's see here, these 150s, they are pretty nice actually. I don't know as far as a brand goes, I'm not sure what the quality is. I know that these dumbbells are closing in on 10 years old now, and they're doing perfectly fine. And we drop them all the time. We abuse them because we do have a few pretty heavy lifters in here that come around. Cannot complain at all. So, all right, here we go. Here we go. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20. All right. And the key to those, that's that too, that's good. The key to those is taking away scapular movement. My shoulder blades not moving as much as I can help it. And it really limits. So pulling back here, that shoulder blade movement right there. Push that shoulder blade forward, then pull the arm back. Nothing but rear delt. And you see how my arm kind of stops here. Any further than that, it's all shoulder blade action. So that's there. We're gonna go to the 27s. We're gonna go to the 27s. How about that? This is one of my favorite exercises. I love it because the stronger your rear delts get, the better you walk into a room. You're all like this. People think you're in charge, you know. And I tell people with posture, you know, you want people to mistake you for being the one in charge in the room. And the way you carry yourself has a lot to do with how people perceive you, you know. And you know, nothing's, to me, I mean, I can't, it's a big turnoff to see somebody who's in charge of a large group of people coming in slumped over, you know, because as a leader, you know how it's like you have to lead, educate, inspire, all these things. And you know, if you can't even hold yourself upright, how are you supposed to hold other people up, you know? So that's an indicator of your daily habits. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Whew. Okay, it's starting to burn a little. It's getting there. It's getting there. The pump's getting there. Whew. Yeah, that has to be my favorite thing about being in the gym is, you know, how the lessons that you learn in the gym, you know, translate to other parts of your life. That's kind of been like the ethos of Wildfire Fitness, is taking the stuff we learn in here and applying it to the rest of your life. You know, discipline, delayed gratification, the sheer hard work of it, you know, doing difficult things in general that eventually pay off. Maybe they won't. Maybe, but the point is that, you know, you gotta put effort in your life to get anything out of it, and it's not always going to yield the return that you want. But at least at the end of the day, you can say that you put in the work, you did everything you could. I'd rather say that I did everything I could and have that bad outcome than have that bad outcome and wonder if I could have done more. Or, you know, kind of knowing in the back of your head that you didn't put in the work, or you didn't try the best you could, you know. Anyway, the point is this is an excellent classroom for that kind of stuff. All right, let's get this last set in. I'm chit-chatting too much. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, come on, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Oh, that burns. That burns. All right, here we go. All right, let's see what's next. Let us see what's next. Okay, here's the shoulder press. I'm gonna try, okay? We're gonna get some trying going. Where are we at? Right here. There we go. Let's tilt that down a little bit. I am not the world's best cameraman. Don't pretend to be. But there you go. How's that look? Okay, so I'm gonna go super light or moderately light on this. If I start feeling any pain, I'll go ahead and stop. So I'll start maybe some 35s, see how it feels, and go from there, okay? Oh, feels good to sit down for a second. Whew. Okay, here we go. Good, alrighty. All right, no pain. A little shakiness though, because I've been avoiding the shoulder press for a while now. And today's like the first day that I felt confident enough to push it a little bit. 35s is by no means a heavyweight for me, but it's where I feel comfortable pushing myself right now. You know, so I might go up to the 40s, test that out a little bit, and you know, we'll go slow with it. We got 3 more sets. Hopefully in the future. You know, honestly, I don't even know if I want to go back to doing heavy shoulder press. I think it's a good movement to get the triceps and the shoulders to work in sync, like in sync with one another. Get those movement patterns down, overhead movements. But ultimately, I don't know that I see a whole lot of use right now, for me anyway, to push a whole lot of weight. But the movement pattern is obviously useful. Here we go. I'm gonna get back to editing this. And I'm gonna get nothing but breathing, like all up in the mic. If you guys ever seen an old cartoon called Hey Arnold, this girl Helga used to profess her love for Arnold. And every time she did, there would be this like mouth breather right behind her. And that's the guy I feel like every time I get out of breath here. It's funny. Anyway, let's get this going. I'm talking too much. Oh, there we go. Trying to go nice and slow. Firing up all those nerves. There we go. All right. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Let me see how they feel in just a second once it cools down. Maybe we'll go 45s. I don't even know. But I feel comfortable with these weights. It's in comfort zone. Nothing's hurting. You know, there's a time and a place to push things. And there's a time and a place to be cautious and know when to recover, know when to let your body heal itself. It's super important. You can't let your ego get in the way of some good progress, you know? So, all right. Whew. I think this is going relatively well for the first workout I'm doing. I'm going to try to do these once a week on the Saturday evenings. That's whenever the gym's, closed. I might do it on a Sunday evening if the Saturday evening doesn't work out or something like that. But it's the only type of opportunity I get with an empty gym. But I do feel grateful. There's not a whole lot of people out there that have the luxury or access to an empty gym to work out in, film without having risk, offending anybody, being in the background or whatever. I didn't grow up with these cameras, so it's still very uncomfortable for me to, film with other people around. I feel silly. I just feel silly with it, and so I feel fortunate to have this space and to be able to share this. So that's awesome, All right, let's get another set. Is this 3? This is 3. Okay, set. A little tiny pain in the left shoulder. All right, it's over. All righty. That's about as heavy as I'm going to go, because when I lifted this one to here, not a whole lot of pain, but a little, and I didn't think it was going to hurt anything, but I'm not a risk taker when it comes to that stuff. Maybe when I was 10 years younger, but not now. So listen to the body. If I want to increase intensity, once it gets up to here, it's comfortable. If I want to increase intensity, maybe pump out a few more reps. But honestly, I'm comfortable with that. So there's that. We're at 34 minutes. All righty. Not bad for a shoulder workout. Not bad at all. I think I'm moving at a pretty good clip. We got, one more set left? I'm happy with that. Happy with that. The other thing I love about this gym is that it is a relatively small gym, and you don't end up you don't have to worry about walking a mile and a half to get to each machine, or the dumbbells or straight bars, which are right behind me, as you can see. Everything's pretty close, so you can get a pretty good workout in back to back to back if you need to. And there are definitely a lot of times where this place isn't packed. So you can do some supersetting without worrying about upsetting anyone. And then, but yeah, the other gym I go to is a giant warehouse. An awesome gym, but it is a big warehouse. It has got a lot of people in it, a lot of strong personalities that will definitely get upset with you for taking a piece of machinery up if you're supersetting, which, I get it. You can't be mad at anybody for any of that. Everybody's just got their own thing going on. There we go. Stabilize. There we go. All righty. Yeah, there we go. Whew. Yeah, buddy. Whew. Okay, that was the last of our shoulder presses. I'm very pleased with that set. Whew. Whew. Should also mention that I've got a knee issue as well that kicks in every now and then. Just got to shake it out for right now. I've definitely had a very modified leg routine as of late. I had a knee surgery back in 2011. And it appears as if it's reared its head again. So, stuff happens. You just got to adapt do the best you can, push forward with it, you know. And I'm not gonna lie, it is admittedly a little spooky working out in an empty gym like this. Oh, it is. Let's see what's next. All right, lateral to front raises. I only use 10 pounds with this. And you think that's light until you get to rep like number 9 or 10. And then you're like, holy hell. So let me go make a fool of myself. All right. Let's see if we can pull you over here to this open space. There we go. Let's see. All right, right here looks good. Let's go grab the 10s. Let's do it. Now, with this, I like to have 2 really crisp movements. Okay, start in the front, out, and down, reset. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All righty. That didn't feel as bad as I thought it would. Maybe I'm getting a little better. So let's try the 12 and a halves. The big boys. The Mac Daddy 12 and a halves. Let's get some water. Try drinking this much water and trying to film with no breaks. So it's going to turn out to be an issue. Whew. 4 sets of this is going to end up burning me out, I'll tell you that right now. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Whew. All right. I wish I had not gone up to the 12 and a halves. But now I'm stuck. Yeah, this is that point that I was talking about where my shoulders are getting to where I don't want to hold them up. I just don't want to cross my arms. And as I get tireder with them, you kind of want to do this singular motion as opposed to 2 movements. All right. Am I ready? Yes. All right. Yes, I am. Had a client once. If I didn't say ready, begin, she would say ready and begin, just like she was getting herself ready. So, ready and begin. 3, 4, 5, oops, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Whew. is not pleasant. Whew. I can pull those out pretty well. I just wish I would stay pumped up. One more set of these. We'll get up to some upright rows. I'll take you over to the cable cross machine, which this gym just got brand new. The works. We're still kind of, as trainers, we're still trying to get used to some of the action on it. It's so smooth compared to the old stuff that if you use so much momentum pulling it, if your initial pull is stronger and you yank it, then it'll have a little bit of hang time at the top. So it's like, yeah, and then you get to the top and it's like, whoa. And you know, those old machines, they had enough friction to kind of make that less noticeable. And this kind of helps. It seems jarring at first, but in reality, it kind of helps you out because it tells you, hey, have a consistent force you're pulling with, as opposed to all of your force. I'm doing a row, but all of your force from here to here, and then this be easy. You want to have consistent force all the way through, a good squeeze of the muscle, and you won't have to worry about that hang time or, you know, how smooth or not smooth the machine is, you know. I will say it's very reminiscent of if you've driven a car for 20 years till the wheels fall off, and you think everything in there's kind of normal. You know, the roll-up windows, your tape deck and everything, the lumpiness, the wobble whenever you're going down the road, and then you get your brand new car and you're like, oh, the roll down windows is a button, or I've got this touch screen, or the AC actually works, you know. And all these are real examples that I've had in my cars. All right. What am I doing? Okay, here we go. I just forgot for a second. I talked too much. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. Upright rows. Let's see here. I've got a couple of options. And I think, I'm trying to think. That's what I'll do. Here we go. I'm gonna turn this around over here. Let's see, we'll get you right in here, I think. Let's see if that works. Can you see me okay right here? All right, we'll try that for now. See if that angle works. We might put it in a different spot. Let's get this bench out of here. Oh man, these new benches are from a local company called Legend Fitness, and they're wonderful, like tanks, but they weigh as much as tanks too. Moving around is not fun. Yeah, let's see how this looks. This is a upright row on a Smith machine. There we go. Let's see how that looks. There we go. Yeah. Again, this is one of those exercises that I'm going to go real easy on, just to get the movement down. I'm going to take a small break real quick. Hold tight. All right, I had to take a quick break there. All right, so let's see if we can't do this. A couple different ways I like to do it, and I'll experiment with the hand holds. Let's try this, okay? So I'm going to unhook a little lighter. So I just try to keep my elbows from going above the shoulder. All right. Again, I've got the shoulder issues, so that's just how I've always done it to mitigate any risk of injury, and it's worked well so far with all that. I've never had any pain with upright rows, and I know that a lot of people end up having issue with it. I have not had those issues, but that's a practice that I've always kind of done is limiting that range of motion a little bit. Hands down, elbows up a little, dragging it up. Let's see if I can handle the whole 25s, huh? Sometimes I like to do these with cables. Sometimes I like to do it with an easy curl bar, just a free bar. But now that I have free access to a Smith machine, why not? So, all right, I think I'm ready for another one. Here we go. That was great. That was great. Let's try to add a 10 to that. I think I might be getting a little confident with this weight, but as you could see, I was changing my grip a little bit, experimenting with how it felt on the shoulder. And that's an important aspect of lifting weights is, are you trying to get strong or are you trying to build muscle? And a lot of times they coincide, obviously. If you got big muscles, it usually means that you have some semblance of strength, but you also got to keep in mind there's a lot of really strong people out there that are not necessarily big. There's that guy on social media that dresses up as a janitor and outlifts all these big dudes, like it's nothing. So, and he's a pretty small guy. But if you're trying to build the muscle, you should be mindful of what you're trying to do. And there's a lot of people out there that look like they're being sloppy with their movements, but in reality, they've just been doing it for so long that they're very in tune with exactly what they're trying to hit, what they're trying to pump, and they're in their head about it, And then there's other people out there on the opposite end of the spectrum that are going slow, steady, and all this good stuff. And they're thinking about everything but the muscle they're trying to work. And that it ends up having not as good of an effect. So you just gotta constantly be mindful of what's going on. What am I trying to accomplish? What am I trying to accomplish? So I had to switch up the grip a little bit on that one, for example, to mitigate rear delt in there. I kept feeling some rear delt as opposed to what I was trying to do is lateral head, of the delt. So, got one more of these. What else do I got after this? I think the rear. Speaking of rear delt, I've got to hit some rear delt flies. So that'll be good. That'll be good. You can tell that I'm getting a little tired because I'm starting to talk. I'm still talking a lot, but maybe a little less. All right, here we go. Yeah, well, I'm glad I stopped when I did, because I definitely am starting to hit a little more weirded out. Perhaps I need to back off on the weight just a little bit next time I come in here. All right, unload this weight. All right. Let's go over here. This right here, let's see if I can, right here, I'll switch the camera around. Can I do all that? Where am I? Oh, it's not letting me do anything. Well, here we go. Let's, right behind me is the cable crossover machine. And you can see that it's got all kinds of different attachments on either end. Quite the piece of machinery for a small gym like this. The owner has done an absolutely fantastic job of bringing this place back from the dead, and you know, not only that, but breathing new life into it. And from what I can tell, just a completely different atmosphere from what it was before he took over. It's been almost 10 years now. Doesn't seem that long, but all right, so what we're gonna do is relatively lightweight. I'm still trying to get a feel for this weight, for this new thing. Let's see here, how's that gonna feel? Yeah, let's use that. Let's see how it works. Hopefully I don't top out these things, because this is a very wide cable crossover. Oh, there we go, that's fantastic. Alrighty, right here, above the head, down and back, dragging the elbows, rear delts. Go a little heavier with these. There we go. All right. But yeah, this place, 10 years ago, was a different place. And it's amazing what can happen when somebody pours themselves into something, puts so much effort into it, lives it, breathes it, 16-hour days. You know, I watched it happen, and it was very remarkable, very slow process to where you almost don't notice it happening until you see a new piece of equipment here, a new face there, you know, new clients coming in. And I came in right after all this, maybe like, I don't know, 6 months, something like that, into that whole process, and it was something else for sure. But it's definitely awesome to be a part of. Well, to still be a part of, I guess, because I'm still training out of this place. You know, it's a wonderful place to be training out of. I feel very fortunate. Alrighty, let's get the, especially this new piece of machinery. Holy moly! Like, I don't know if you can hear how smooth this is, but it is crazy. Got 2 more sets and we are done. And I didn't know shoulders could last a whole hour, but indeed they do. Oh man, I didn't know I had this much to say on a camera. I figured the idea is that the more I get in front of a camera, the more used to it I'll get and the less silly I'll feel. And it is very clear these days that business is going and leaning toward social media or media in general. And so I feel like the sooner I can get used to being in front of a camera, feeling silly, you know, the better I'll be as a business person. So, all right, here we go. Third set. That weight last time was perfect, so I'll stick with it. Whew. Yep, rear delts are starting to feel it quite a bit now. All right, one more set. So yeah, hopefully right now it's the, it's the 27th of April. And by the end of the summer, I'm hoping to be down to 220. I'm about 240 now. So I don't know, maybe that's an ambitious goal, but we'll drop down, maybe 20. I don't know. We'll see. All right. All right, let's get this last set. I know I didn't rest that much, but we'll see how I do. Whew. All right, that started getting into the back a little bit, so I think that's a pretty good stopping point for the workout. Let me, all right. So, shoulder day. Start off with some lateral raises, some front raises, rear delt flies, shoulder presses, upright rows, cable rear delts. Oh, and the lateral to front raises. I forgot about those. How could I forget about those? But pretty good workout. Lasted about an hour, and I'm gonna go do some cardio after this, so that'll be good. Yeah, I'm glad I had a chance to film all of it, and hopefully, you know, somebody finds some value out of it. And yeah, all right, see you later.